Allahim la, Alahai now, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalaki, Bahashim, Harawat, Kakurach, Barakathum, the water Bible Ball, Wakwam Yasrala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching their likewise doctrine, and say to Shalom. Today we're going to get into a video whereas this Edomite banker is basically telling you how they do wickedness behind closed doors. So, I mean, the gist of this video, this man is bragging about all the wickedness he does, all the riches that he has stolen, and going by his discernment, by discerning this man, he enjoys it. So bet, because there's a reward for wickedness. Y'all about to understand this. But see, Esau is stupid enough to think he doesn't have to pay for anything he's done. And how's that scripture go? Let's get it. I think it's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. I think. Let me see. No, it's not 14. Oh, let me find it. Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. Salaki. The fool have said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works, and there is none that doeth good. Yeah, this applies to that Edomite all day. Let's get the copyright disclaimer before I bring this video out, though. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips and balance in favor of fair use. Now listen to this man. When you hear him, you're gonna see that he takes great pride in the wickedness that he does, and he really feels that he doesn't have to pay for it. He thinks he's gonna get away with it because he's too comfortable in his wickedness. He's talking like he doesn't have a worry in the world. But you should be one of the ones that's worried the most because you are an elite banker. Just listen to him. Blow it up. It says, Illuminati member reveals how they are enslaving us.
Hello. My name is Montague William III. And what I will tell you may well sound absurd, but the less who believe it, the better for me. For you see, I'm in banking and big industry. For many a year we have controlled your lives, while you all just struggle and suffer in strife. We created the things that you don't really need, your sports cars and fashions and plasma TVs. I remember it clearly how all this began. Family secrets from father to son, inherited knowledge that gives me the edge, while you peasant people lie sleeping at night in your beds. We control the money that controls your lives, whilst you worship false idols and wouldn't think twice about selling your souls for a place in the sun. These things that won't matter when your time is done. But as long as they're there to control the masses, I just sit back and consider my assets, safe in the knowledge that I have it all, while you common people are losing your jobs. You see, I just hold you in utter contempt. But the smile on my face, well, it makes me exempt. For I have the weapon of global TV, which gives us connection and invites empathy. You would really believe that we look out for you, while we bankers and brokers are only a few. But if you saw that, you'd take back the power. Hence, daily terrors to make you all cower. The panics, the crashes, the wars, and the illness that keep you from finding your spiritual wholeness. We rig the game and we buy out both sides to keep you enslaved in your pitiful lives. So, go out and work as your body clock fades. And when it's all over, a few years from the grave, you'll look back on all this, and just then you'll see that your life...
I think that's where it ends, but yeah, you hear the pride? I love it when they talk like this because it's a price to pay for wickedness, baby. You didn't know that before you just started flying off at the mouth with all that tough shit? Let's get him. Let's get him, y'all. Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. See, this man is in derision. He think he ain't got to pay for shit. He think he finna get away with everything that they want to get away with. And this goofy ass plan of destroying your own kingdom, ruling over ashes, is gonna work. What idiot gave you that idea? Yeah, man, these people, I mean, they so comfortable in their delusion. Well, Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, because the faces of the judges thereof are not aware. And who is he? That's why he's so high on the hog, because he's the wicked in rulership. You're supposed to enjoy your heaven, because guess what? Your heaven is about to become your hell. Get this one. Obadiah. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Yes, they are. Let's keep going, because this man, he just loves money like Scrooge McDuck. Like they're gonna save his punk ass from captivity. You can't pay off the Lord. Only way you're gonna pay the Lord off is with blood, homie. Get this one. Book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Yeah. We're in the beginning stages of that because Esau on his way out. In Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah. See, you stupid enough to destroy your own kingdom out of envy, jealousy, and hatred. That's why you're called the base man, because you live in your feelings, baby. It's more than life than just how you feel. It's more to life than you hating us because the Lord has rejected you from the blessing and you about to go into captivity for all your wickedness. That's what's really going down. Yeah, that's how stupid you are to believe the bullshit you believe. To believe that a base man is better than the Lord's immortals. Yeah, you super goofy for that. But see, that's why they call you the base man, because you believe simple shit like that. Let's keep rolling. I mean, he's so simple. I almost feel sorry for him. No, I don't. I said almost. Because I can't believe that there's a person on this planet that stupid. But it's a gang of them like that, though. They let their money deceive them. Don't you know that ain't nothing but paper? Paper is not going to stop the Lord from getting in your ass. But you think you protected because you got a whole bunch of pieces of paper, blood money, pretty much. You think you got it just because you got a whole bunch of blood money, the Lord ain't going to get you? Yeah, they stupid. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. There's nothing righteous about that man. So hopefully, Yahweh Radazar, he be one of the first fruits of slavery. That's how you go from sugar to shit. Let's go. Let's keep rolling. The book of James, chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Because it's blood money. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. Ye have reaped treasure together for the last days. All that money you stole, all that gold, that silver, precious metals, gems, jewels, you just gathering it to hold it for us. You just holding it for the 144,000. Yahweh Ratazah, we above that number. Come take it from your ass. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. You have lived in pleasure on the earth and have been wanton. You have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Enjoy while you can, baby. Speaking of joy, let's get those one. Job chapter 20, verse 5. Well, let's go back to verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment? Though this excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaches up into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away in a dream, and it shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Still talking that shit, yeah. Yet his meat and his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down according to his substance, shall be the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Yeah, your hell coming, bruh. Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he buildeth not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall be none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and rain upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and coming out of the body. Yea, a glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid as in a secret place. A fire shall not be blown. A fire shall not blow. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and the flow, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of the wicked man from Yahweh, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh. You see what's waiting on your punk ass? Yeah. So yeah, yeah, keep talking your shit. Keep earning your judgment. Get a couple more. There's no sense in beating a dead horse. Book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 20. As the proud hate humility, so doth the rich abhor the poor. Verse 19. As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. And that's literal, because these fuckers eat their own babies. Yeah, they got hell to pay. Now let's get some of their judgment before we go. Let's go to Jeremiah. Chapter 16. Verse 16. This is what the Lord finna do to you. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, every hill, and out of the hole of the rocks where you came from, caveman. Mountains are large governments, large countries. Hills are small countries, governments. The hunters are the 144,000 written about in Revelation chapter 7. They're coming to get your ass. Your bunker ain't gonna save you from this shit. If that's what you depending on. Your money ain't. Your paid off judges, your evil ass cops. Nobody gonna get you out of this. They going into captivity with your punk ass. How about that? Isaiah chapter 14. There's something else he got ready for you. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? The Lord making mockery of you, because he knows what he's about to do to you. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land or fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. Yeah, he's finna cut y'all off after you do your 1,000 years of slavery, after you destroy your own kingdom like a dumbass trying to rule over ashes. What kind of glory is that? See, this is how delusional the base man is. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools, your children of base men, they were viler than the earth. A fool will believe any lie he tell himself. That's Esau in a nutshell. This man believes every lie he tells himself. Always in silent competition with us. We don't give a damn about your base ass. We don't. Because we know for a fact that you're not superior. Superior people don't have to have the game rigged and still lose. Put us on a level plane and watch us dominate. You can't do that. Your little frail ass ego can't take it. You'll kill yourself. That's how base you are. Unfit to rule. Emotionally unstable, jealous, envious, full of hate. So how is that superior over God's people? Fucking idiots. Let's get a couple more. Isaiah chapter 35, verse 5. No, not Isaiah, Ezekiel, Salaki. Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Verse 11, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. The Lord gonna make himself known to us when he judges you Edomites. Verse 12, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountain of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. This is what the base man believes, because he ain't got punished yet. Keyword yet. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Yeah. That's why they over there getting plagued right now. First it was birds, now they're getting plagued by bees. Y'all haven't watched that movie Exodus? You need to watch it or just read the book of Exodus because them plagues is coming. They tearing them fake Jews over there up, literally, with bee stings. And that's nothing compared to what's coming to Babylon. Great destruction, never to be rebuilt again. Edomites going into captivity for 1,000 years. And after that, they're going to be rounded up and exterminated. And nobody going to have to deal with your base ass ever again. Call halal yamla lahai now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malakia by Hashem Harawat Wakak Warash Barakathum. The water Bible ball wa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.